You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Vanderpump Rules After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Vanderpump Rules After Show.
It's my jam.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
Do it. Do it.
You better move.
Break down.
You better dance.
You better dance. All right, and while you're dancing, we're here doing the AFTERBUZZ TV After Show for Vanderpump Rules. This is Season 2, Episode number 7, Addicted. I'm your host, Jake Dupree, along with...
his best friend, Sabrina Walker.
Yeah, yelling timber. Bye. All right, so let's get down to start. Let's just talk through this episode. I'm excited about this episode because I think finally we're actually going to get things out of this season.
I totally agree. I'm like excited. I think you saw me snoring over here.
Like literally dying.
A little bit, but I'm really excited now. I am.
I'm like, finally it's no longer season 1.5.
Right.
Like, it's actually season 2.
And I saw Katie have a personality and
finally
go off the deep end, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, even though she was crazy, I was like, okay, at least she has an opinion and Xenon haircut.
Right?
So that's
and
amazing.
shirt.
Yeah.
Xenon shirt. Girl of the 21st century.
She loves a metallic.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the first scene of the episode. Stassi and Katie going to get their vaginas and butts waxed. Classy stuff on Bravo tonight.
Right? Mm-hmm. Are they showing so much skin because of the ratings? I'm not trying to be rude, but...
Why have they been, like, literally all season, they've shown, like, probably every single girl in their bra, and, like, it's just weird. And then they don't trust Stassi's butt.
Yeah,
like,
and
butt.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Just butt.
That was weird.
And wax.
I didn't know that you could do that.
Me either. You learn something new every day.
Next thing you know, we're seeing vaginas on TV.
Right?
All right. I mean, it was just a weird scene, and I liked that Katie had never done it before, because, I mean, do most girls get that done, or is that just, like, a common misconception?
I think a lot do.
Yeah.
I've heard from friends, but, I mean, I've been there when someone's gotten it done for the first time. It's comedy.
Oh my God.
Comedy.
Is it like Steve Carell? Like,
yeah, 40 Year Old Virgin.
Yeah.
Kelly
Clarkson.
Yeah.
And then Stassi, of course, conveniently gets a text from Jax saying that he's not ready to date and he wants to come back with her.
Miss you.
It's just like, it's always just the same back and forth bullshit, to
Carousel,
be completely frank. It's just sad. Like, it's like, I just want the two of them to move on.
I feel ya.
I think it's happening slowly, and I'm very thankful.
It looks like it's happening for sure in the commercial.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. Sheena's first article with the divine addiction is about to be posted, and Sheena asked Stassi to proofread it for her. I thought Stassi was going to be a lot bitchier, and we can talk. Let's just go ahead and talk about their scene that happens. They go to dinner, and Stassi actually likes what Sheena wrote. I was really shocked.
I didn't think it was that bad.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
It was like concise and to the point. And I like that she did a video and like a list of products.
Tutorial for you.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I felt like the way that she wrote it sounded like a Cosmo magazine or something.
Completely.
It was good.
It was really well laid out and smart. It sounded really great.
Yeah.
It just sounded good. And I was glad that Stassi gave her props.
But then I was thinking, because Stassi's like, it sounds just like me. And I was thinking, well, did she go on the website and like read all of Stassi's articles and then...
I mean, she probably like saw like what's up.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Yeah.
Sounded good though.
But it was just really cute seeing Stassi like compliment her, because it made me kind of miss the two of them being friends. Because I liked on the reunion, and they came here last season, and they were really close then. So it was nice to see them kind of back at that point.
Yeah, rekindling.
I wish that they would stay that way.
Is it just me noticing nothing, or is it every time Stassi's in a bad place with Jax, her and Scheana kind of like make up or try to reconcile.
I mean, do you think that it's maybe like an attention thing? Like she just needs the attention from somebody?
And Scheana is there to give it to her. I mean, like, Scheana was a good friend to her, so...
Well, I mean, and then Stassi said in the confessional moment, she was like, if I need to make Scheana feel like we're friends, and if that means that my bosses like me, then I'm going to make her feel like we're friends. I was like, whoo, that is cold.
That was a deep cut.
That was a really deep cut. I was just like, whoa. I mean, that's Stassi, like, in a nutshell, though, I think. Like, very, very...
calculated.
Strategic. And I think that's maybe why Lisa has said on all these shows that Stassi's her favorite person on the show, because I feel like they're very similar.
Yeah.
Like every move is so calculated.
Definitely.
And probably to a fault.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's like, it's interesting hearing about through the episode that Stassi has such trust issues.
Yeah.
And I wonder what that stems from. I think that's a nice therapeutic question to ask her.
I think we can all just let that soak in.
Yeah, let it happen.
Yeah, I like that.
We can just like let her marinate on that one. I would love to hear her answer on that, actually.
Yeah. Stassi, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah, maybe in the New Year she'll be on our show. So tweet her, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll be there. All right, so Lisa sits down with Peter, and Peter is turning 30, and he invites Lisa to his party. I thought that Lisa was like turning down the idea of coming to his party.
It seemed
It definitely seemed that way.
She seemed like she was totally like, no thank you.
Thank you. She was like, that's
Thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
But it was nice of her to show up.
That was really cool. That was I mean, your boss, like Lisa Vanderpump, is coming to this random club for your birthday.
Yeah.
But he is turning 30, and he's worked for them for a while, so that's sweet.
I agree with you.
And then we see, of course, Stassi and Jax have another stupid confrontation. I'm just over any kind of conversation with the two of them
that they're
alone.
having, right?
Yeah, done.
I don't like you. I don't care, Stassi or Jax.
The only thing that I did like is that Stassi, I don't know if I liked it. It just was funny that she was like, I'll quit my job to be away from you.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you believe that? Do you think that she would quit her job?
No.
No.
No, I don't. Actually, maybe.
From all the things she's been saying, like now, like in the press and stuff about how she's over the season, maybe.
I think that if she got... If it got serious enough, like, I could totally see her throwing in the towel and being like, I'm so over this.
Yes.
And I'm done.
Do you think that Bravo needs to give her own show?
I don't know about that. Do you think that's a good idea?
I do actually. I feel like it'd be funny.
She's really funny. She's perfect for this type of show.
But alone.
And but I don't know, like, what would that show consist of?
I mean, I don't know. Unless she got a job doing something else, maybe.
In New York?
Yeah. That would be cool. Because she's been there, like, I think her boyfriend lives there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, from all the pictures I've seen.
Yeah.
But I think New York kind of suits her. It looks good on her.
And it's like the fashion capital, or it is one of them.
Yeah, I think maybe if she wanted to take her blogging and writing a little bit to another level, I think it'd be cool.
Write her
move for
own
her.
blog.
Yeah. That could be interesting.
Stassi, we have an idea for you.
We'll pitch it, and we'll let you be a part of it. So you'll be the star.
Tweet us about that.
Yeah.
Just marinate.
Yeah.
Just marinate.
And if you're on iTunes, you can just go over and give us a little 5-star rating or give us a comment. We love hearing, and it helps us improve our show and keeps the lights on here. So just
we would love
keep us in mind. Yeah. Let us know what you think. All right. So moving on with more of that scene, Stassi made a really good point. She was like, I'm hurtful with my words. You're hurtful with your actions to Jax.
Yeah.
That's true. Whatever the case is, words, actions, whatever, they're both toxic. Just toxic.
Wow. We're having a moment.
We are having a moment.
You want to know what I wrote down here? Toxic relationship. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. And it just needs to... I think that they just need to, like, come clean completely with each other, because I feel like there's still like hostility, and obviously with Jax in that therapy session, which we'll get to, I think that there's definitely some stuff that they need to talk about, and just seriously, walk away.
There's been no complete closure for either one of them. Because obviously they keep running back to each other.
Yeah.
And that's difficult with like relationships to always like want to go back to somebody.
Especially when you work with them.
Yes. But it's like, I feel like it's just it's just being so familiar with someone, you just don't want to move on. Because you're like, I know how they work and they know how I work. And it's like, it somehow works in this twisted, weird way.
Yeah.
I just want them to be apart. Like, I just want it. I mean, they are apart now. But like on the show, I wish that we got to see.
Fast forward and just...
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for Monday.
Yes. I think something like really real is about to happen. Okay. And then this was interesting. I want to talk to you about this, like being a woman. Mm-hmm. Stassi thinks that punishing Jax for everything he's done makes her a strong woman. Do you have a rebuttal?
Okay.
Or
maybe just... I don't know where I stand with that, but I know that every week I've kind of been looking at the relationship and I guess siding more with Jax.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, it's been a year. I get it. It sucks really bad. But if you're going to continue like having some sort of interaction or relationship with him, like you've got to move forward. But at the same time, like when she said that, it kind of totally shifted everything that I was previously thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just like such a bold comment, I think. Like when she was just like, I think that like, what was it exactly she says? Like, I think that it makes me a strong woman.
Makes me a strong woman, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of agree with her. Like, I respect her. Like, she doesn't take shit from anyone.
That's true.
And
that is true.
And I think that their relationship is just so toxic that they're both ready to really move on.
Yeah.
And I think she's just at that point now where she's not going to take it.
I feel like this might be weird for me to say, but it's like, I feel like that comment is just, it contradicts itself to me.
Okay.
To me. Like, I think that being a strong woman is not caring. Like, I know you're hurt, like you said, like we said, but move on.
True.
And don't
mosey around.
Don't stoop to his level. Don't punish him. Just ignore him. I was like, that. I feel like that's a little bit stronger statement to me. Like, it shows.
True.
I feel like strong women are mature, and I don't think that's a very mature move. I think it's getting there. But overall, I think it's not very mature.
I thought it was really hurtful when she said, like, that is how little I care, like, about this or you or whatever she said. I was just like, why?
Really?
Why you gotta be so mean? Not trying to be Taylor Swift, but seriously.
Exactly. Yeah, it just was like, I don't know. It just didn't make sense. Like, it just didn't sit well with me to say strong women should punish.
I agree. They shouldn't punish people.
But put them in their place.
Yeah, and like stand up for yourself is kind of more what with that resonated with me more.
Okay.
That's kind of how I interpreted it.
I can totally see that. Yeah, I'm glad I asked you about that because it was just like that rubbed me the wrong way on the episode. I was just like, I don't know why, but I like the way you put it. That's nice.
Thank you.
And Jax officially decides to throw in the towel for the 15th time this season.
Yeah,
I was like,
right?
Okay, we're over it. And then, of course, we see Kristen and Tom going on a date. And it's just like this, it's a weird thing. Like, I'm happy that they're working it out. Like, I think it's kind of cool that they're, he's making an effort.
Right.
But then, like, the fact that I don't know if it's a part of the storyline or if the producers wanted her to be mad at him. But the whole thing about, I'm a vegetarian and he didn't plan this out at a Korean barbecue. It was just like, this is such a stretch. Like, I don't even know what to say.
Okay, I totally agree with you. It seemed extremely planned. Like, hey, we're at Park Barbecue or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to plug it, but
yeah.
And hey, it just so happens you've been a vegetarian like forever, but hey, there's cabbage on the menu if you'd like that. B, do you see what we're doing right now? We're sitting across from each other. Is it that difficult for people to like face each other when they go eat?
Find a proper camera angle,
right?
Like across from each other.
Right.
Maybe only one camera guy was working that day, so they were like, "This is all we have."
Small budget. Let's just.
Yeah, we just have one. We're just one shot.
It's just a pet peeve of mine, like.
To be like sitting next to someone and while you're eating, that's weird. That's weird.
I don't know.
I mean, they've been in a relationship for 7 years, so maybe it's not that weird.
Yeah.
To be sitting next to them.
Maybe I'm just being critical.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And we, I've given Kristen a really hard time on this show, especially about the whole Ariana and Tom thing. And we're just like, it's just commenting on the show and
And
what
seeing
we
it
think.
from like an outsider's perspective.
Because we do know them personally, and
Yeah,
like
and they're good people.
Yeah, and they're good people, but you know, we have to comment from what we see on the show.
Sure.
And how it's edited. So that's what I have to say. And then,
Amen.
of course, while we were watching, at the same time as Tom and Kristen's date, Jax is about to go on his date. Okay, first of all, before we get on the date, we have to talk about Tom Schwartz coming over in his amazing blue vest and
Backstreet
sweatpants.
Boys.
I was like, there's just something so effortless and so much fun about him. I'm like,
him.
I wish that the entire cast could have that. I don't know how interesting the show would be
But
overall.
he's so carefree and
cute.
real, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm almost engaged to him, and I don't even know it.
I mean, I'm already
okay with
I've already had babies with him. Like, it's amazing in my
Wow.
brain. So
okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna double think that engagement if
Tom, deal with it.
you guys have babies.
Or Katie, deal with it. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. And then this is really funny when Tom said Jack should have his own ball sack cologne. I was like, we have gotten to a whole other level of classy on tonight's episode.
Between waxing and ball sack cologne.
Mm-hmm. Lots of classiness
Very
happening.
classy.
And then, of course, we see Jax go out to, how do you say it, Beso? Or
Beso.
I feel like everybody says Beso.
Everyone, I say beso, but
Yeah.
it's beso.
Beso.
Yeah.
I feel like Beso sounds really
Beso, you want to go?
Beso. All right, and then we see him go out with Paige, who I don't want to say, but I'm going to say it. She kind of looks like a slut.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm just having fun. That's really all I'm focused on. I'm like, that's a great line to open up with on your first date.
Well, Jax is like, my pants are already off, like underneath the table.
You want to go watch a movie? Let's just go watch a movie.
Whenever people invite you over to watch a movie, child, we know what happens.
It's going down.
We know what happens. But it's a funny line because it's like, that's daily life. Like, that's real life to say that to somebody. And then, we were watching the episode and we were like, I feel like this girl is very familiar with the first season of the show.
Absolutely.
Because what did she say? She was like, I'm no drama, I'm fun.
It was just too perfect.
It was too convenient of answer for the situation that he's in for like not wanting drama. Like if she was a random person, how would she know that?
Me being critical again. He ordered like a raspberry something. Did you notice that?
It was a little bit of a bitch drink.
Right?
It was. Maybe he wanted to get drunk. Maybe beer doesn't do it for him. Maybe he wanted to like have a little buzz or something.
Yeah.
There was a little fruity
Go with
cocktail.
like Jameson ginger ale or something.
Or like
raspberry.
Vodka soda, vodka something. I don't know.
If I saw season 1 and I went out with him, which I would not go out with him, but if I went out with him and he was like, yeah, I'll take a raspberry cocktail, I'd be like,
what?
Check, please.
You were like, you are on Bravo for a reason, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And Jax, of course, he has been admitting this episode was a very big admitting episode for him. He said that he wants to be a little slutty. I was like, I think we've been slutty for the past like 18 years. Yeah.
I was going to say, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, like where are we going to go from now? Like, it's only going to get worse from here. And he also admits that he never has a problem or an issue when it comes to picking up women. And Lisa even made this point. She was like, the girls love him, ladies love him. I'm just like, what? Like, I don't get the appeal. Like, I just don't. Maybe it's because I just don't necessarily care for him on the show. So it's like, I can't think outside of that. But I feel like even if I was a random girl, like, meeting him, I'd be like, gross.
We kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
About random girls. If they didn't know anything about him, I would literally hand him, in my purse, my oil blotting paper.
Yes.
They'd be like, have a great night. I gotta go.
Yeah, thank you, but no thanks.
You need to.
But like literally, I was telling Sabrina this before, but I asked several of my friends who have watched the show. I was like, if you didn't know about him and what he was, would you, if he came up to you at a club and was like, I want to have a one-night stand with you, they, like, without fail, all of them said yes.
What is wrong with them?
I want to know if viewers think that too, because
comment to us.
like,
Am I missing something?
Yeah, maybe
I'm
we're missing something. We're not this classy as everyone else, I guess.
God.
And then, of course, we hear that Jax has had sex with 7 women in 2 weeks. Again, we're with a little slutty. We're going with a little slutty tonight. So
when he said that, I was really excited because I wanted to play a game. I wanted to be like, okay, what's his number? Let's guess.
And then
he just came out with it.
Over 300. But on Watch What Happens Live, he said it's almost to 500. So I don't know what happened since the time they filmed until...
Stop.
a fall. It's basically a fall season. Like, that's what happened. The fall season.
He said
happened.
almost 500.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what girl's like, I want to be 501?
The only thing that I gotta say is if he has slept with 500 women, he better be really good at sex. Because if he's not, we got a problem.
Maybe that's why he's going through so quickly.
Maybe they're like, oh, I've had enough of that.
Yeah. One and done.
What does that say about Stassi, though, for being in a relationship with him that long? Silence is golden. Silence is golden.
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
And Lisa, this was so weird, like Lisa confronting Jax about the whole revenge dating thing. I was like, okay, this was like a setup for him to be like, I'm going to therapy. And she's like, it's a good idea. And then they show a scene where he's in therapy. Like, it's very just produced.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, it just drives me crazy. But these shows, I feel like all these shows, it's like they're just trying to produce it. And I'm sorry if we sound redundant, because every week I'm like, it's so produced. But it literally, I can't help but comment. So
It is, though. It's like, I'm so over Jax. Bleep, bleep. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Jax just texted me. And he's telling me he wants me to come over.
Yeah. We get it. We've seen the scene like 5 times. He probably used it from last season, the same damn scene.
Same with the Sir signage. We talked about that too. Sorry.
All right, sorry. But, okay, we moved on. Let's move on to Peter's birthday, because this is when the episode... We've been harsh. This is when we can have a little bit more fun with the episode, because
Definitely.
this was some real stuff. Kristen, I like that Stassi was like, I'm fine with Scheana now. Katie and Kristen are not.
Right.
And I was like, this is going to be explosive. And, of course, Lisa and Ken show up, and it's cute. And then this is where it got kind of interesting. Scheana gave Peter a lap dance. And I was like, it wasn't a lap dance. It was just like a wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake.
I was going to say, what do you think about that? Do you agree with Katie? Do you think that that was inappropriate?
I mean, if she would have, like, literally been facing him, like, straddling him, like, basically doing, like, dry sex,
Dirty
basically.
Yeah.
If she would have been doing that, I would have been like, wait, Scheana, way inappropriate. But this was just like fun, like silly.
Yeah. Humorous. That's
I've done
what
that before to people, like, just like funny dances.
Right, and when it's one of your close friends, isn't it just implied that this is a joke?
And if her
boyfriend's there.
And if he doesn't care, like if he's not making a big deal, who are you to judge?
Yeah.
But I think Katie was in Darkland. Like she must have had some tequila or like whatever her like poison drink is.
Girl had the whole bar.
It was like we said, I'm really shocked. Like I never thought I would see like a bad side to Katie. Like I thought she was just this nice girl.
She was crying like, you hate me, I hate me, I hate me. And I was like, girl, I love you. Like you are funny.
Yeah, she is
Maybe
funny.
that was a little out of control, but hey, you got my attention.
At least she's like at least having a storyline on the show.
Yeah, and who hasn't been drunk and said something
stupid things.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
We have.
And then I liked that Tom. It was just weird seeing like them sitting at the Mean Girls table, and Stassi looked beautiful. Number one, I have to say that about her. She looked unbelievable. And Kristen and Katie were drunk messes, and they were just. And then Scheana comes out. I was like, why go out there? You know they don't like you. Like, just stay away from them.
But of course, I mean, come on.
And it's a show.
You gotta,
they have to put them together.
Confront each other eventually.
They're like, y'all are having a little too much fun. Like, come on.
She came outside and it was literally like, you can't sit with us. Like, that was what went down.
Yeah, and it was like, we're not your friends. And then I was proud of Scheana for sticking up to Katie. Even though I was happy that Katie actually had a voice and was being crazy and weird. But Scheana I'm glad she let them have it. But it's just like Stassi remains silent. And I think that speaks volumes in terms of their friendship.
Sure.
Like, I don't think that they're true friends.
I think that exactly what she said during that confessional moment is how she views their relationship.
She wants to be in with her bosses.
Right. So she's going to, like, make peace.
Yeah.
And
coast.
Not invest too much and just go along.
It's interesting. Like, it's very interesting seeing that side of people.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But we see Tom apologize on behalf of Katie. And that was really sweet. Like, that's really cool that he recognized that... Again, he's everyone's boyfriend. Like, he's Bravo's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Katie just went to a place where it was just weird and mean. And I don't know. I was really genuinely shocked by the whole thing.
I was glad to see her finally express herself, but maybe it would have gone over easier. Maybe like had she not had as many drinks.
Yes, and then we of course cut to the scene at the garage sale with Christina and Kelly, and we find out that the cameras didn't catch something. Like, I guess production shut down, and Katie went even more cuckoo, and she threw water on them and threw Kristen's keys in the bush and like called her see you next Tuesday, and then she revealed something that maybe is going to cause a lot of trouble later on season. Wink. That Jax and Kristen slept together. I mean, the silence is deafening.
It means something, the silence. I have a weird feeling that
it's true.
Kristen is, I feel, at least in the commercial, it seemed to be very defensive.
Yes.
Whereas if that was a rumor and I was in Kristen's shoes, I would laugh. I'd be like, come on.
Or I would just try to remain as silent as possible, because if it is true and Stassi is like, you denied it to my face, it's going to be even, I mean, like we've seen World War Stassi, and it's not pretty.
It's not fun.
Yeah, that's the last person you want to go up against. But, and that's some dark stuff. Like, we can get into, I mean, if it's true, like it changes the entire season.
Exactly, and Stassi said, like, if this is real, this changes
everything.
All of our friendships.
Yeah.
And I can't even, I don't know. It's just, who knows if it's real. If it is, I'm interested to see what's going to happen, because this whole show is going to completely change from where it's been, or where I've kind of seen it going.
Like, if this is true, this is going to change it from being like so stagnant to just like
chaos.
Really good reality TV. And I hope that it is.
Yeah, we were
is that
talking
bad?
about, no.
I don't like that their friendships are ending, but it's like, it's nice to have a little waves in the show a little bit.
Yeah. So we're not snoring over here,
Completely. So let's move into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
The only news that I have is that Vanderpump Rules had its biggest ratings last night.
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah. 1.5 million. Sheena tweeted that. Yeah, and I'm glad for them. I think that next week is going to be
even better.
Because this is Katie. Thank you for that little information that maybe will change this season. Like, I hope it does. So good, Katie. Good. So that's it for news and gossip.
That was fun.
Some riveting stuff. Let's move into predictions.
Ooh.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I'm going to go ahead and predict that Kristen did sleep with Jax, and everyone turns against everybody, and it's just this big, crazy cuckoo storm.
That was my prediction, that they totally hooked up. 100%. I think so. Just judging by what I saw in the commercials, Kristen is guilty. Cabo's coming. Drinks are flying.
And someone's going to get hit in the face.
Shit is about to get crazy.
Someone might get hit in the face. All right, so you can find me on Twitter at Jake_Dupree, and on Instagram at Facebook at Jake Dupree.
You can find me at Sabrina P. Walker on Twitter and Instagram.
We'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.